Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Only in the WNBA could this happen. Teammates dating teammates, teams drafting players solely because they're dating somebody. Paige Bueckers and AZ Fudd going back to their days in Connecticut. The Dallas Wings go and get two bigs in free agency because they know they're going to draft Paige Bueckers Boothang. They're not interested in Lauren Betts. They're not interested in a true point guard to pair with Paige Bueckers in Olivia Miles. They're not interested in the freak from Spain, Awa Fam. Nope. They're interested in Paige's girlfriend. This is an issue in the WNBA. And it's an issue that the Dallas Wings found themselves in last year. Remember last year, the Dallas Wings traded for NaLyssa Smith. Why did they trade for NaLyssa Smith? Well, NaLyssa Smith and DeJounte Carrington were going out at the time. They were a thing, an item, knocking boots at the time. So the Dallas Wings general manager came right out and said it. The head coach came right out and said it. We traded for NaLyssa Smith because we thought it would help us lure DeJounte Carrington to the team. Huh? Okay. We saw this last year being fans of the Indiana Fever, fans of Caitlin Clark, really. How do we find it? Well, we go out, we give DeWanna Bonner a nice contract to come to Indiana, but DeWanna Bonner was homesick. She was missing her boo. She was missing her girlfriend, wife, whatever, spouse, who knows. And what did DeWanna Bonner do? She said, I want to go with my boo thing. I miss my boo. We were together in Connecticut under Stephanie White, knocking boots. Then Alyssa Thomas went to the Phoenix Mercury in free agency. I went to the Indiana Fever, but I'm sick. So I'm going to leave the Indiana Fever, steal all their money, and go with my boo over there in Phoenix. Only in the WNBA does this happen. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hype the video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. The Dallas Wings drafted AZ Fudd #1 overall. AZ Fudd goes #1 overall to the Dallas Wings and will join her girlfriend, Paige Bueckers, on the same WNBA team. Not join her former teammate, not join former #1 overall pick from 2025. Nope. Join her girlfriend, Paige Bueckers, on the same WNBA team. What's going to happen when AZ Fudd gets around some other people? What's going to happen when there's maybe trouble in paradise? The Dallas Wings hitched the future of their organization on these two being a couple and staying together. They wasted a #1 overall pick, risking the future success of the organization on the sole basis, the hope that these two will stay together as a couple. They're going to bring their relationship baggage into the locker room. What happens when there's trouble in paradise? What happens if one of them is in the doghouse? AZ Fudd, Paige Bueckers, they're at odds at home or in the apartment building or in the penthouse that the WNBA puts them in because these players don't pay for their own housing. What's going to happen when there's issues at home? Well, it's going to leak into the locker room. It's going to get messy. It's going to ruin team chemistry, mess with team chemistry, mess with how everybody's gelling with each other. And why? Because the Dallas Wings risked the future of the franchise on these two players staying a couple. If that's not malpractice, I'm not sure what is. If that's not foolish GMing, I'm not sure what is. Gonna be with each other every day. All up in each other's business every day. Only in the WNBA is this a thing. In fact, I would argue that this is what the WNBA loves. This is what the WNBA likes. They're actually probably banking on these two staying a couple so they don't need to listen to us talk about Caitlin Clark anymore. They can finally pivot to the agenda that they really want to push. They can pivot to the storyline that they really want to push, the narrative that they really want to push. But the Dallas Wings, on top of everything I've said, they also offered Arike Ogunbowale a big max contract, couple of years, right? So AZ Fudd's going to start on the bench. AZ Fudd's going to be a small forward, a 5'11 small forward. How's that going to work out with AZ Fudd, Paige Bueckers, and Arike all on the floor together? Who's going to be the facilitator? Who's going to be the playmaker? Who's going to be the point guard? Paige Bueckers, she can pass here and there. She's no point guard. AZ Fudd, no point guard. Arike Ogunbowale, she's a shot chucker. She doesn't shoot the ball well. She shoots the ball a lot, but she doesn't shoot the ball well. Dallas Wings, it's going to be one of those teams that we're going to need to pay attention to this upcoming season. Let's get into some reaction, shall we? Unserious league where a player undeserving of being number 1 overall only gets picked first because she's scissoring the team's star player. Splash Brothers meet Scissor Sisters. Damn. Oh, LeBron and Draymond realizing lovers can play on the same team. So is this the first teammate in WNBA? No. We've had this situation plenty of times, I'm sure. Connecticut Sun, Phoenix Mercury, Dallas Wings last year. What a lucky coincidence Dallas got both picks. The league should air games on Bravo. That's pretty funny. They should put them on Lifetime, huh? If I ever see them not passing to each other in open space, I'm going to assume that they broke up. Yeah, let's talk about locker room dynamics. What if a player is mad at AZ? Are they going to air that out of fear that the star player is going to get mad? If Paige Bueckers figures out, wait, you're not really messing with AZ Fudd? All right, let me call the general manager and let me get you out of here. Are players going to be scared to speak up because of the relationship at hand? Hot take. The first headlines of a pro athlete's career being that she's going to play with her girlfriend is exactly the thing the WNBA should be focused on and less focused on trying to get NBA money. What happens if they break up? That's a great question. It's a great question. Let's hear what Craig Carton had to say, host of the Craig Carton Show.
The first overall pick?
Yes.
A gal named Aziz, I think it is?
Ozzy Fudd.
Ozzy?
AZ Fudd. Yeah.
That she's going to play with her
Paige
actual
Buck-
girlfriend?
Yes, at least they were together
Like
a year ago.
They're a couple?
At least they were a year ago.
I wouldn't want to play with my girlfriend or
Hell
boyfriend.
no.
That's too much.
Now, she seemed happy at the draft,
That's not going to last.
but I don't think that's going to last.
That's going to blow the whole team up.
It is.
One lover's quarrel. How come I'm not getting the ball in the low post anymore?
You know why?
Oh, because you didn't make dinner last night?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Oh, you want me to make a pass like you was making a pass at so-and-so out at the club?
You can't play together and date each other. That's a recipe for...
That's a recipe for disaster. Very interesting situation over there in Dallas. Only in the WNBA. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.